Okay, getting you everyone, the Starlight Let's Player is here, and welcome to part 8 of Futari Pretty Splash Star in top condition for the Pantaka game. So last chapter we faced off against Gooyan, and now this chapter we're gonna go for a little R&R.
パンは焼けたかな。宮迫くん、人形劇やるんだけど、手伝ってくれないかな。あ、ちょっと鈴木くん、傷つけないように丁寧にね。大丈夫ですか？わっしゃー！今日は大量だぜ！個性がいっぱい休日の過ごし方。パピー。
Alright, so I just want to say that this part and part 9, both of them will not be having any Uzana's boss fights. I guess ever since the last one, uh, I guess it's the last one. The bad guys were pretty much planning something like really big. So uh, so we won't be seeing the Uzana boss fights in this part or in part 9. So I want to say that some of these for these half of the mini games in this part, for the most part they're all right. But as soon as we get to the last of the second half of the mini games, that's where I start to that's why I really lose my shit there. But anyway, for this one, you're basically making chocolate cornets. Uh, you have to fill them in between the lines, and if you go over the top line, then you essentially mess one up. So you gotta know you gotta know the right time in order to stop filling the cornets up with chocolate. This is already making me hungry at this point. But oh man, you know. These are actually, these cornets kind of remind me of the Cooking Mama video games that I enjoyed playing a lot. Basically just making cornets, and I don't know, I don't know. But speaking of Cooking Mama, like it's a bit shame to see like the new Cooking Mama game on the Nintendo Switch to like just not be so well developed due to I don't know, like it's been a long time since that happened, but the whole controversy with Cooking Mama. But anyways, on to the next minigame. This one I had a lot of issues with, but I was able to get through. So basically, what you have to do, you have to try and cut between the lines. Well, not technically, yeah, you have to cut between the lines in order to cut out the drawing of the. You have to cut out the picture of said fairies. So you do this twice. So you got to at least try to do this twice in order to fully complete it. If you miss if you accidentally cut it at the wrong spot, then you eventually lose time. So you gotta be sure to be careful when cutting these pictures out. They will have certain different pictures of floppy, choppy, moop, and or foop. So all you have to do is just cut two out, and you essentially complete this mini game. But the third mini game, that one pretty much worried me a lot, and I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about if you played this one before. This is a fishing minigame. This is a fishing minigame. You were playing as Saki's friend Kenta, and you have to try to rotate. I don't know how you go. You have to try and rotate the handle of the fishing rod in order to catch the fish. Now I was able to get the first two, and essentially I did complete this minigame, but in general, I absolutely hate fishing in general, not just in real life, but also in video games as well. I've already expressed how much I hated these fishing mini games in my Neptunia video, to where I was talking about how trash the 10th anniversary came. I hated it. I hated it in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I hated it in Sonic Adventure, and I don't think it's going to be that great in Neptunia Reverse. Hell, I don't even like it in this game. Even though I was able to complete it, it's still a stupid mini game. The amount of times that I try to rotate this damn rod is the amount of time. I, I I can't even speak right. I did not like this mini game so much. If this was on it much, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. If this was on a DS, I probably have no issue there. But even then, it still would not convince me to even give fishing mini games a shot. I do not like them so much, so why should I even? I didn't like them in the games that I played before, so why should I even like it here? And this, I don't know what else to say. That's the minigame itself. Essentially, I got two of them. I couldn't get the rest, but thankfully, I was able to complete this minigame 100%. I don't know, I just got super lucky there. But yeah, that was the minigame. Like I said, I hate fishing in general, and I will not get used to it no matter what people try to convince me. How many times people will try to convince me. But as uh as bad and as unnecessary that minigame was, this one was, and I can easily call this one the worst minigame I have ever played. Like it doesn't even. I would say that those quiz minigames, they are a close second, because as bad as those are, at least I can try to at least try to complete them. This one, however, I still cannot actually get it to work properly. What you essentially have to do is you have to try and dig up the item that they want you to find. You have to dig throughout this entire sand, and that's not an issue there. But once you dig, once you dig right at the certain spot, you have to try and dig. You have to keep moving your finger, up and down multiple times just to try and dig just try to get all of the dirt out of the item. But too many times that I've tried this, I still can get through it. It's for that reason that this is probably the worst minigame I have ever played on this playthrough. And I played the quiz minigames in this playthrough. I don't know what else. I don't know what to say. Although I will say that even when you're playing this on an actual DS, I still think it will probably be um. It probably wouldn't work well. It would probably still be a bit tedious just to try and get this item out of the sand. Or I will say that they look pretty unique, but again, this is the worst one I've ever played. But thankfully, thankfully, if you like. Actually, before I actually say this, but I played this minigame like 5 times, and all 5 of them I failed, as you saw there. But thankfully, if you failed them 5 times, as long as you complete the other mini games, you can move on to the next one.
アキいつまで寝てるの？マイちゃんと約束してるんじゃないの？大丈夫。まだ目覚ましのはずないもん。本当に大丈夫なの？大丈夫。あと5分やぴー。あと5分だ。
So yeah, as I said before, there will be no Uzina boss fights, and not only in Chapter 8, but also in Chapter 9 as well. And as like I said before, thankfully, if you fail a minigame 5 times, as long as you complete more than 2, then, well, 100% more than 2, or just 2 in general, then you'll be ready to go to the next. You'll be able to go to the next chapter. So I will say that is actually a good feature there. But anyway, stick around as we head into part 9. We are very close to the end game. We're in, join us in part 9 as things get a bit more festive, if we say. So I'll see you then. Hey, thanks so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, be sure to give it a like. If you want to support this channel further and join the Starlight family, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell as well so you can get updated on videos that I upload. Also, my social media is down in the description below. You can follow me on Twitter, and you can follow me on Discord. I have a Discord server called the Starlight Community, and as well you can also follow my SoundCloud. All of the links will be in the description below. But until then, this is the Starlight Let's Player signing out. As always, go Gooyan, and have a startastic day, everyone.
Tell me what you want, tell me what you need. She gon' party like she in the swingin' 70s. Now I'm riding through the sunset just like I'm a boss. We be riding all for the night. Girl, let's take it slow. Just wanna make sure that you're comfortable. Call you my princess, I'm your prince. Just to let you know, you're such a hottie, you could be in a fashion show.